Well, our friends at Care Patrol help families during such a critical time, navigating the world of assisted living to find the perfect place for someone you love to live out their golden years. But the organization also has preferred partners who can assist with other issues like legal help. We've got Madeline Weber. She's from Care Patrol. Jordan Bush is from Hedge Life Law. Thank you both so much for being with us.
Thank you for having us.
Wonderful. Let's start with Care Patrol. Let's talk about the overarching goal and what you guys do for families every single day.
Our overarching goal is to find the safest environment for our clients to live out those golden years, whether that be in independent living, assisted living, or if they're in need of memory care. We also help find respite care for maybe a short-term stay if they just need another stepping stone after a hospital or rehab stay. And we also can help connect them with in-home care as well.
Yeah. And let's be clear, this is completely free. This service is free. And you're walking alongside families.
No cost service. We walk them through every single step. So we love to be able to meet them in the hospital or in their home and have a conversation with them. We want to get to know them and know what their preferences are, what their hobbies are, what they like to do. And then we also take a picture of what that care need is if they are looking at that assisted living or memory care. And we also get to know what that budget looks like for them. We want to make sure that we are identifying places that are within that budget that can be a long-term fit for them.
Okay, perfect. So let's talk now about some of your trusted partners that you work with and how these partnerships align.
Yeah. So we have a lot of clients and families that we work with that are in need of movers or real estate agents or financial planners. And also they need to get a lot of their documents in order. So we also do work with lawyers who are very familiar with that process and can help guide them through that we know are going to do a good job.
Wonderful. All right. So Jordan, you're up. Let's talk about your services, what you do, and how you work with Care Patrol.
Sure. Hedge Life Law is a West Michigan-based law firm that does estate planning. And we sit at one seat at the table, but we also need our partners, accountants and placement advisors, to do a lot of the other things that we don't do. We obviously focus on the legal documentation and creating and designing the estate plan, but that's the only part of the role that we want to do.
Sure. And let's talk about the timing of all of this, because this is something that, we've talked about on the show before. It really is something that you have to continually update and be aware of, and why Care Patrol is a good partner to make sure that all of the I's are dotted and T's are crossed at these times.
Sure. And, anybody who's 18 years or older needs some level of planning, and not every plan should be the same for everybody else. So when we're partnering with an organization and we're teaming with a family, we want to make sure that certain documents are in place so that when they need to make those decisions, like placement decisions, they have the legal documents in place, namely medical powers of attorney with a HIPAA authorization, a financial power of attorney, and a will is just a great place to start for anybody who's 18 years or older.
Wonderful. And for these individuals we're talking about, they're a little bit older, and this is important to have this done. What are the implications of not having, your directives all figured out and your will and power of attorney?
Sure, yeah. Failure for somebody to take that step and get a plan in place leaves it in the hands of the courts. And there's nothing wrong with the courts, but we want to make sure that our clients are able to name the people that they want, give access to they want, and the authority that they want to the right people. And that way we stay out of the court system.
Wonderful. And talk about how it feels for you guys to be able to offer those services as well. You guys really are making sure that your families are taken care of, and why that's such a priority for everyone at Care Patrol.
This entire process, especially when we work with those clients who are in more of that crisis mode, being able to guide them and give that oversight to them is just one less thing on their plate that maybe they have to worry about, vetting some of those partners that they will need to work with, and we can give them a couple options of people that we do know and trust.
Wonderful. Anything else that you guys want to add and you want our viewers to know about your services and what they need to know at this point in their lives?
It's never too early to start the plan and that process. So
and I think that goes for both of you, right?
Absolutely. A common misconception is if I'm not a multimillionaire that I don't need to have this estate plan in place, and it's just not true. Anybody who's 18 years or older needs some level of plan. It's not complicated. It doesn't have to be expensive, but failing to plan can be very complicated and very expensive.
That's great advice. Because we're not talking about, always all of the assets. We're talking about what you want at the end of your life as far as a memorial. As basic as that. Yeah. So, all right. Well, thank you both so much.
Thank you so much for having us.
Appreciate it. You want to learn more about Care Patrol and all that they do, carepatrol.com/WMCR. You can also call them. If you have any questions, you want them answered, 616-773-2085. We'll be right back.